Hello, hello, everybody. Greetings and salutations. Good afternoon. How is everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome back to the midweek Macca break. Hope everybody's January has been warm. I know a lot of people, including us here in Michigan, have been getting a lot of snow, cold weather, a lot of workout with the shovels lately. And we got Jazz Paper here. How you doing, Jazz? Or Jasper, I should say. Thanks. Christian, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you guys. Thanks for popping in. Anybody else is here? Just pop in and say hi. And we talk about whatever you want to talk about, whether it's music, movies, books, TV. What do you guys want to talk about? I'm here. I wanted to say thank you to everybody that joined us last night in the Discord family, our Patreon members. We had a lot of fun listening to tracks from the Wings Over Europe CD that was included in the Big Barn box. If you remember that one from 2018, right? That was the big box that had Wildlife and Red Rose Speedway in it, and it also had the Wings Over Europe stuff in there. So we had a lot of good times listening to that. So it had been a hot minute since we did one. So thank you everybody for joining, and you can join too. You can be a Patreon member. Just head over to Patreon and type in 2 legs, and you can help support the channel, and you can be part of the Discord family. So a lot of fun seeing everybody. Also, Andy and I, we have seen the Man on the Run documentary. We can't talk too much about it because there's still the embargo that hasn't lifted yet. So we really can't review it until they give us the okay. We probably will record an episode reviewing the film, and then we will probably go live on the day of its release. We're talking about, things, seeing what we'll do with that release, but I had big smile. I watched it twice. We had it for a week. I watched it twice, and I got to tell you, I can't wait to see it again. And I'll just say no more. So who else is out there? Come on, don't be shy. Make a comment, and again, whatever you want to talk about, I can show some stuff that I picked up recently, and go from there. Stick around for an hour or so. This August will be Two Legs' 10th anniversary, so really geared up for that. Thinking maybe, see what happens. Maybe I'll do a 24-hour live stream, or I'll see how long I can go live. I don't know if it'll be 24 hours, but something that I would like to try. But we'll see. What else is going on, everybody? Come on. Don't forget to hit that like button for whoever's out there. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. What have you all been up to? You guys been keeping warm and all that stuff? So yeah, I've been slowly getting things out of storage. As you can see, the boxes behind me, and getting things set up down here. Having fun doing that, and get some new bookshelves. And the books are never ending. So many damn books. I mean, especially when our friend Luca Prazzi just keeps on dropping books left and right. More books, and we got this new one from Andrew James here, right? The Paul McCartney's Lost album, The Story of Cold Cuts. Anybody else pick this up? You can get this on Amazon. Our friends at the McCartney Legacy are working on Volume 3. So that's exciting. That's very exciting. And so on and so on. Mark Lewison, right? we may get volume 2. Tune in here. Hey Tim, how you doing, buddy? Just watching you at the moment. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, my friend. Thanks for watching. Unfortunately, we didn't do a movie chat over on Joe Mayo's channel, Mr. Cinemayo, but maybe next week. I had a bunch of errands I had to run last week, so I guess he just didn't want to do it for whatever reason. But it's good. I did have a movie channel, a few years back, and I'm thinking about starting that up again. We shall see. Just depends on how much time I have on my hands. It's tough, doing one channel, let alone doing two. Coming up with ideas, researching. I know Andy does a lot of the technical stuff, and it's again, a lot of video watching, a lot of reading involved. However, it is a lot of fun doing them. I really, it's just still hard to believe that it's been 10 years since Two Legs started with my cousin and I, and then with the addition of Andy in 2019. It's just been a fun ride, and we're not, I don't think we're going to end anytime soon. So as long as there's still McCartney stuff to talk about, we'll be here. We will be here. The days get shorter and we get older. Absolutely. Nick. Hello, Nick. Nick, I've got a trivia question for you, my friend. I'm doing well right now. Yeah. I had the rough start to January, but that's over. Things are on the up and up. So, but thank you for asking. Yes. Let's see here. Mike says, "Did you watch Talk More Talk or Mayo about George Martin?" I did not watch Talk More Talk show yet, and I know Mayo. I did watch some of Mayo's, and I know, like Giles Martin said that the vault is empty. There's, I don't necessarily believe all of that. I mean, just by all those bootlegs that are out there available, it's who knows? Maybe sales have slowly declined over the last few years with the box sets. I'd be interested to see how the sales of these have been going since 17, since Sergeant Pepper's been out. Have they declined? Have they been steady? I know people vote with their wallets, whether or not they want the product or not. I know there's a lot of people talked about not wanting necessarily needing the Red and the Blue albums again, and then Anthology 4, which was half new stuff, half stuff from the box sets that came out prior. So some good, some bad, but we're getting them. But again, as Beatle fans, we like to nitpick on things. We like to complain a lot, right? A lot of complaining right now about the new images of the guy that's playing, that they're playing the Beatles in the new 4 film set of that Sam Mendes is doing right now. A lot of people complaining about the actors and the way they look and whatnot, but I'll judge when I see those 4 movies. I know the new images came out today of them in hair and makeup and whatnot, and I think they look pretty good. And I'll be one of the first to say that I like the actors. I like Barry Keoghan. I think he's a very good actor. The guy that's playing Ringo, Paul Mescal, who's playing Paul, he was fantastic in this movie Hamnet that's getting a lot of nominations this year, and he was very good in it. He's a good actor. Dickinson, who's playing John, I think he's a pretty good actor. I saw him in a movie called Baby Doll that came out in 2024 with Nicole Kidman, and thought he was pretty good in it. So I trust Sam Mendes. But anyways, getting back to the whole Giles Martin thing I mean, is he telling the truth, or they just don't want to do any more of these box sets or not? We'll see. We'll see. Only time will tell. Sound Doctor, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for being here, and thank you very much. Tom, congrats on 10 year. Yeah, it's really mind blowing still when you think about it. That it's been that long. In one sense, it feels like 10 years. In another sense, it just seems like yesterday. You know? But we'll see here. Let's see here. Tim says I would guess that sales have fallen since prices have more than doubled. I mean, that's a possibility. Absolutely, absolutely. Is the fan base growing at all? Is are the prices partly to blame for sales if they are on the decline? If they are, but then again, I know a lot of people may not have bought and may not have rebought the anthology since they've already had them, right? A lot of people just wanted the volume 4, which they did eventually get separately. I mean, I think that was a smart move, which they should have done right away. Instead of waiting another month to announce that they were going to sell volume 4 separately. So we'll see. We'll see how this new CEO's what his philosophy is on releasing Beal's products. I wish he would, at least have someone interview him and let us know his thoughts and plans for the future of Apple. We shall see, and whether or not physical media is going to be a part of that. Joe Mayo, how you doing, buddy? Do you think sales have been at least as good as a box set by the? Yeah. Good point there, buddy. Good. You know what? Listen, it's still the Beatles. There's still going to be a demand for the Beatles. It's just whether or not all ages are going to buy these products. I have read that physical media is slowly making a comeback, whether it's Blu-rays or CDs. We already know that vinyl has been going strong since 2014, 2015, and as they overtaken the CD sales. But it's really tough to say, whether or not sales have been declining or not. I know you think we're still going to get Rubber Soul, Joe, the deluxe, and I hope we do. I hope we do. And I mean, seeing that half of it is already done, right? Since we got the red album, red and the blue albums, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful, and just like I'm hopeful that we're still going to get back to the Egg and London Town deluxe sets. But all we can do is just go by the facts that we have right now. So whether or not we'll get the earlier stuff in deluxe formats, who knows? Who knows? All right, what else is going on out there, everybody? Like I said, I've been getting some stuff out of storage, and I got my 2022 tour book, which is a lot different than the 2025 tour book, but they're really cool nonetheless. And we got Gabby here. How you doing? Tom, currently on the way to the city to see the new Charlie XCX mockumentary that's being released tomorrow. It's supposed to be her version of Smile. Okay, I'll have to look at that. And I hope you're doing well. James, how you doing, boys? Tom, the Blue album is still in the UK charts since the expanded reissue. It has replaced one as the comp to buy. Listen, yeah, I don't think it'll ever outsell Beatles 1. But I'm glad to see that it's still on the charts in the UK. That's cool. But then again, the charts though too, and they're so different now. With the stream, with the addition of streaming and sales, I really like to see how sales are with that as well. How did they do? I know they were successful on the charts, but what did they sell? Tom, so glad you have changed your mind on the missing. I've never strayed from wanting them. I just think it's dead. Obviously, I still want them. I got the shelf with all of them on there, and I've got a little more room for Back to the Egg in London Town. I still want them. Okay. But again, I'm just going by the facts that we have laid out in front of us. Okay. It's been what, over 5 years since the last one. We know the team that was producing these archive sets were also helping with the Man on the Run documentary. So now that that's over, will they go back to the archives? I hope so, but I'm hopeful. But I do think it might be over. It might be over, and I do think that these Hasped anniversaries are unfortunately that might be the next time we see London Town and Back to the Egg. We'll see. Tom, have you picked up any new I have. I've been getting a lot of the Listen to What the Man Said and Mary Had the Little Lamb picture sleeves from around the world. However, those are pretty much all the same. Okay, the only difference is the label and from the country that they're from. So that's where I'm kind of at right now. I did get Live and Let Die from Israel, which is really cool. Maybe I'll grab that in a few minutes. So stay here. Maybe I'll grab that in a minute, and I'll show that. But yeah, I've been picking up more Mary Had a Little Lamb and Listen to What the Man Said from around the world. But again, like I said, they're the same picture sleeve. Okay. It's called The Moment. It did well at Sundance. I'll let you know. I can't. Yeah, please let me know. Please let me know, Gabby. I hope you enjoy it. Keep the faith. They are coming. Okay. Very cool. Let's see here. I found out today that Man on the Run will be local to me. My best friend is playing Macca stuff at the cinema before I play. Excellent. Glad to hear that. Yeah. Excellent. Hopefully it's going to be playing by me too. I'll check. But One Hand Clapping got played close to me, so I'm hopeful for Man on the Run. But I would love to see it in the theaters. And yes, we did get to see Man on the Run, Gabby. Andy and I, we were able to get a screener, and we are going to do a review of it soon as the embargo lifts and they give us permission to do a review. I know that I'm surprised that we're not able to, because it has played in theaters before. It premiered in a Colorado Film Festival last year, I think it was, and they were able to do reviews for it there. So I'm hoping we can do one soon, and I can't wait to see it again. Okay, that's all I'll say about that. Richard, how we doing, Richard? Tom, what's your favorite version of The Lovers That Never Were? That first one that's on the Flowers in the Dirt. That first demo CD, it's far and above my favorite. Hey, James. Hope you had a good time last night. That was a lot of fun listening to those tracks from Wings Over Europe. Mayo says, I hope Man on the Run plays at a theater near me, which had One Hand Clapping date. Yeah, same here. Though I went to the same theater for all four of those, or all three of those. So yeah, so I hope so too. Paul Sally saw Man on the Run in theater before Christmas. Yeah, I know our buddy from Ranking the Beatles saw it in New Orleans. He said, and it was the night before the Paul show in New Orleans. So when I got down there, he told me that he really enjoyed it, and so did I. But I can't say anymore. Let's see here. It says, yeah, you had ranking the, yeah, exactly. Yep. But Tim says the man on the run won't play near me unless Vin Diesel's in, or The Rock, right? Or The Rock. So yeah. I got some interesting things. I did pick up some stuff regarding Wingspan promotional stuff and a lot of fun stuff. I mean, you can see I've been seeing these things on eBay for years. I just happened to pick some of them up. You know, first thing is this stupid little wingspan puzzle. I found a good deal on this one. It wasn't too expensive, so I picked that up. And the one thing that I've really been wanting that's a promotional piece for Wingspan is the kite. And maybe some of you guys have seen this. Maybe I will do a video where I take it out of the bag, but I'm not going to do that right now. But again, it's the same thing as this. It's just on the kite. So pretty cool thing. I don't think I'll ever fly it, but very happy to have this part of the collection. So yeah. James says here, Rock Show was the best thing I saw in theaters on 2013. I had the film poster. Yeah, I have it here. Let me see. That's another thing too that I was looking for. That I brought out of storage here. So it might be one of these. Let me take a look here. Yeah, here it is. First one. This I got at the Fest for Beatle fans. So I will get this framed. Okay. And then there's another one that I'll get framed as well. And can you guess what this one is? Actually. And yeah, it's the Broad Street poster. So yeah, I'll get that. I'll get this framed eventually too. So yeah, so there you go. Let's see here. I have that too, Tom. The Rock Show poster. Yeah. Yep. See here, I don't have the original, just the 2013 poster. Is it different? Does it say, in theaters, first time in theaters since, what was it, 79 or 80? Or 80 that it premiered in theaters? Another cool thing that I picked up here. Where is it? Here we go. This is a bunch of from the Club Sandwich. Okay. You could get a ticket to go see Broad Street, right? And then you turn it around, and it's this ticket gives you access to see the show. Okay, you and a guest are invited to a screening. Which was a fun night out, which Paul liked to say a lot while he was promoting the film. So yeah, there's that. Gavin says, yeah, my collecting has slowed down a tad since hearing the fest wasn't coming back this year, where I could get those promo items. Yeah. I know. Snow. We haven't got this much snow in Michigan in 8 years. It's been crazy. But what are you going to do? I mean, this is to be expected, right? I mean, these are the months that we get snow. So no point in bitching about it, because that's what happens. Yeah, but then people will be bitching that it's too hot. You know how people are. You know how people are, buddy. So yeah. And then the crown jewel of the things that I picked up recently is right here. This is my favorite new item. Obviously it's not the original that's on the cover of Wings Greatest or Back to the Egg, but it is a reproduction, and got a really good deal on this, and was very happy to win it and to purchase it. Yeah. So there. Hold on here. Tim says I watch Broad Street whenever I want to watch Tracy Ullman crying. Okay. Gabby says, yeah, we got 18 in after this past weekend. My dad's snowblower is broken for some reason, so we've been shoveling the long driveway. Yeah, well, that sucks. Sorry to hear you. Sorry to hear that. All right. Yeah, I've been shoveling too. I've been getting a good workout recently. I sent you the photo poster. Okay. So let's take a look. Come on. Okay, there we go. Very cool. Yeah, I like that. Very cool, James. When you don't want it anymore, send it my way. Sorry, I was just checking text messages here. Anyways, okay. Okay, well, I know the base is marble. Okay, but I'm not 100% sure about the figure itself. I'm gonna have to do some more do some research on that. But like I said, the base is marble. It's really heavy, so it's great. It's great. Let's see here. Joe says I put the Warehouse Jam on from Broad Street now and then. Okay. Let's see here. James says, luckily no snow here. We had some just before Christmas. Well, we had some just before Christmas too. And then it rained and then it all went away. But then ever since Christmas ended, we've just been getting more and more snow. And like I said, this is the most snow we've gotten in 8 years. So there's that. Yeah. What else? Another little thing here is this Macca scarf. So that's that. And hold on here. Come on. Ted says eBay your go-to for Beetle stuff. Kind of, mostly, yeah. I mean, the bulk of the stuff that I've gotten over the last 5-6 years since I've been really heavy collecting is from eBay, yeah. And I've been recently, probably the last 2 years, been finding a lot of the 45s that I've been needing on Discogs. But yeah, I mean, mainly like you could go like on eBay and under the search like type Paul McCartney promo or Paul McCartney tour or Paul McCartney this. So whatever exactly you're looking for. Where is the Mac? I got this on eBay, but I can't remember. Was it? I'll have to go back and look and see exactly what tour it was from. Any gigs booked yet? We mean like Paul McCartney, or what do you mean gigs? I'm gonna go grab this. I'm gonna grab this Live and Let Die 45 that I got from. Oh, anyone? Well, let me tell you, I am thinking about seeing Dylan in April. He's gonna be in Michigan. He's gonna be in Michigan in April 3 times. I think it is 3 times during the first week. So I'm thinking about. Uh, um, I'm thinking about seeing Dylan in April again. That'll be my 3rd time seeing him. I'm just trying to decide which show to go to, because they all are kind of like hour to 3 hours away. All the shows that I don't think he's playing downtown Detroit. He's playing in different cities in Michigan. So, but in a way, I'll get tickets closer. But in a way, I'm kind of hoping to see, when McCartney announces European gigs, because I am going to, if he does play the UK, I am going to go. I've decided I'm going to probably within the next week or two go to the post office and get and update my passport and get ready for that. No, I never saw the press to play jacket, but I got the press to play shirt right there. But I know you've got the press to play jacket, right, Joe? And I don't think you have shown it before, haven't you? And there is another press to play item out there, but I'm not going to say what it is because I want to buy it. Maybe I'll get it this. Maybe I'll get it this weekend. Okay, where are we at here? Movies too. I was gonna go see. I was gonna go see a new movie called Send Help today, new Sam Raimi film today, but I'm probably gonna go see it on Sunday now. I have picked up a few films on Blu-ray that I loved from this past year. I pick up One Battle After Another, which I think has a good chance at winning Best Picture, and then a new film by Yorgos Lanthimos, Begonia, which Emily Stone is nominated for Best Actress for. 2 of my favorite films from last year. Richard says, "What is press? What is press about?" Well, just read the lyrics and you come up with them. What you think press is about? What is the word of the lyrics? Just tell me the press. Press what? I'm curious. What do you think it's about? I have Super Fury Animals, Echo and the Bunnymen, Glenn Tilbrook and Squeeze, and Def Leppard. Okay. Wow. So you've got a few shows coming up. Let's see here. Is if Morrissey comes back to Michigan, I'll definitely go. I know he's been canceling a lot of shows, but I've been lucky. I'm 4 for 4. He hasn't canceled any of the shows that I've gone to. So I haven't experienced a Morrissey cancellation yet. But I'll keep going to his shows. Let's see here. I only have one concert lined up, and that's Harry. Yeah, see, my friend wants me to go with them. But to more shows in the fall when Paul, tour would probably be. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want it to be too much. I'd rather it be during the summertime when work is slow. So not to worry about not being able to go because work is busy. Is it confirmed that Macca is going to tour UK again? It's not confirmed, but it's been rumored. So there's that. The jacket is in a couple of vids. Yeah, I think you said you got it in your closet. Yeah. Yeah, whenever you don't want that, let me know, Joe. Let's see here. Ted says, how does the Dylan concert compare to the Outlaw concert? His solo concert better. I saw him with the Outlaws. Yeah, I did too. So I saw him twice last year. I saw him once on his own, and then once with the Outlaw Festival. I mean, there's a great chance that there wasn't too much of a difference in the set list. To be honest with you, I think it was only like 2 or 3 changes. But the Outlaw Festival, there's a good chance he might play some more recognizable songs. Just a different arrangement. So you gotta wait until he starts singing these songs to find out, you know. He did do All Along the Watchtower, which was a nice to see him do. One battle was great. I enjoyed. Cool. I'm glad to hear that. Very cool. James says, might see you over here then. That would be fun. Andy, I imagine. Yeah, I mean, we're all planning on going. Oh, Joan, Andy, myself. I'm sure Ted we were talking last night. Maybe Ted will head over there as well. I was disappointed in Marty Supreme. Did you see? Yes, I did see it. And I think it's a good movie. I think the thing about Marty Supreme is Timothy Chalamet. He plays an asshole, right? I mean, he plays a guy or a dick, whatever. He plays a guy that'll do whatever it takes to get what he wants. So he plays a very unlikable character. But I still think the movie is very worthy of Best Picture and obviously Best Actor. I think Timothy Chalamet was very good. The one I thought, why am I drawing a blank on her name? But she was in. She won for. She won for Shakespeare in Love. Why am I drawing a blank on her name? Damn it! But I thought she should have gotten. I think she should have gotten Best Supporting Actress. Why am I drawing a blank on her name? Damn it! Gwyneth Paltrow. No, you haven't. Stop it. Richard says, I've been canceled by Morrissey 4 times. Oh, I am sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that. I wonder if the World Cup would affect when Paul tours. It's in the U.S. this year, so no, it probably won't because he's probably going to tour. Yeah, he'll tour the Europe and the UK or just the UK or what? We'll see. Maybe it'll be dates that he was going to do for that 2020 European tour that ended up getting canceled and never rescheduled. Yeah. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, George, for that. Yeah, Gwyneth Paltrow. James says, I think the Paul shows will be outdoors in the summer. I've been 3 outdoor Paul gigs, Lisbon, Verona, and Hyde Park. Cool. Let's see. Gabby says, fingers crossed I can make it work, but following Paul in the UK may just be a dream. I would love to see you there. I would hope that you could make it. Let's see here. I agree. She was great. Her best performance. Yeah, she was really good. Oh, Joe says, have you heard anything more concrete about? No, but let's see here. Let's work it out here. Let's figure this out. Okay, February we got Man on the Run, right? Okay. Let me look up one thing real quick. Okay, so February is that. Okay. Wings at the Speed of Sound came out in March. Okay. So then you got that. So then we got the Half Speed Master for that. So maybe we get announcements in February for the Half Speed Master of Wings at the Speed of Sound. That's going to happen in March. Okay. And then maybe we get a summer release for the new album. Okay. So just going by timeline here, and and then probably in December he'll announce, Wings Over America, Half Speed Master for an early 2027 release. So, and then High in the Clouds, I think, was for 2027 as well. So we're expecting new music for that. I think it was like 7 or 8 songs, new songs for that soundtrack. And and we'll see. So I'm hoping either you know April to August. I'd like to see that album, but no concrete date for the new album. And as we say, and if we were in the know, I wouldn't say because I would want to stay in the know, and I wouldn't want to ruin it by saying. So obviously, uh, they're very tight-lipped, just like a lot of these releases are very tight-lipped. Paul Simon is the only gig I've missed before, because of cancellation. Gotcha. Paul tickets were cheap compared to Harry Styles. VIP, no sound check, just VIP entrance as or general admission and food. Wow, wow. Yeah. Okay. So that's the other speculation, right? Is not only when is this album coming out, but is it going to be a double album, right? He's worked on 25 songs. Were all 25 songs for this album? We're 24. Were some of the songs for different projects? Were some of the songs for High in the Clouds? Is he going to release a double album? I hope so. I would love to see a double album for Paul. We know that in the past he's tried to release a double album. Red Rose Speedway, McCartney 2. However, Driving Rain is a double album, but that's only because a few of the songs are particularly long, including the last track. Yeah, Rinse the Raindrops. So we'll see. I hope so. Maybe we can get a better clue as to when Paul's album arrives once we know when John's 1-to-1 shows arrive. Yeah, that's very true. It's very interesting if all the camps get together with their publicists or whatnot, and okay, when you want to release yours? When do you want to release yours? Okay, is Ringo going to release his follow up to Look Up, his new country album? When is that going to come out? Right? How is that going to affect other people's release calendar? It's going to be kind of interesting, right? But we've gotten two releases in the same month from two of the I think John and Paul, we got a release in the same month, haven't we? So that'll be interesting. Tim says Cook of the House in a crystal clear version will be amazing. Boy, am I just mean today. Hey, stop being so mean. Mr. Ling, how are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? I'm glad that you've been busy lately with Andy and Ken Michaels. That's awesome. That is awesome. Let's see. Richard says, will Paul do another surprise gig in New York City in promotion of his new album? I mean, yeah, I could see him doing some things like that. I mean, I'm sure he would have done something like that for McCartney 3, but then again, thinking about it now, McCartney 3 came because of COVID. So if it wasn't for COVID, would we have gotten McCartney 3? I don't know. Probably not. Let's see here. James says Archive in August, Rubber Soul in December. Okay. I hope so. But then is there such a thing as overexposure for Paul? All right. Documentary, Half-Speed Masters, new album, archives. How much is too much? Right? Well, is there too much? Can you release too much McCartney? Without people bitching about prices. Let's see. Has there been any album lately that you've been loving and you find? Yeah. I've never listened to the Buckingham Nicks album. Okay, and I picked up the reissue, came out last year. And I loved it. Didn't care for it the first time. I thought, okay, half the songs were good. I played it a couple more times. I played for like almost a month straight, and I find it to be a fascinating album. I really enjoy that Buckingham Nicks album, and I've really been really enjoying that the Van Morrison '70s catalog. Um, everything, everything. Really a big fan of Van Morrison. I've become a big fan of Van Morrison. So there's that. Let's see here, does Apple coordinate the Beatles releases with the soul? Yeah, that's exactly what I would love to know. Do all five camps, say, okay, I'm going to release this here, I'm going to release that here. Um, because you got to consider. I mean, especially when you get into the box sets. I mean, they're not cheap, right? So we got to give fans, and especially fans like myself, Joe, Andy, other people I know. I mean, we love to collect these things. We love to buy these things, right? We're gonna buy these things, So it's nice to have them spread out. That fourth quarter in 2018 was just insane, right? What did we have? We had the Lennon box set. We had the Sgt. Pepper set. We had the new McCartney album. We had the two McCartney archives in December. It was maddening. A lot of stuff. Sorry, I'm getting text messages here too. So, let's see here. I think we would have gotten McCartney 3. Okay. Yeah, possibly. Let's see here. It coincides with the 50th anniversary of McCartney. Yeah. I really wish we could be at Aaron's book party. That would be a lot of fun. Let's see here. Hi, George. Hi, Tom. My theory is that Ringo is waiting for a Paul release date so then he can schedule his own LP. Okay. Whatever works. Let's just get them out. Let's get these announcements made. Let's see here. That's great to hear, Tom. The Buckingham Nicks release was great last year. It was so hard to find before. Yeah. Joe had one, though. Joe Mayo had one. See here. James says, Van is a miserable sod. He can be very grouchy. I mean, yeah, I got to work one of his shows at the Hollywood Bowl, and he was in fine form though for that show. But yeah, I've heard that about Van. Yeah. Let's see here. Did you get around to buying the Flaming Pie Uber box? No, I didn't. I'm kind of waiting until I get more of these past 7 shows that I went to. I'm waiting until I get those payments down a little bit more. But yeah, I do plan on getting that Uber box set of Flaming Pie. There's probably 3,000 of them in a warehouse somewhere waiting for people to buy them. I'm kind of curious to see how many they made. I think they've got to be numbered, right? I don't know. Maybe it says on the website, how many they made. Let's see here. Hold on here. Owen says, what's your opinion on the press to play record? I love half of it, and the other half I don't. Here, let me, shall I grab it here? Okay, press to play. Okay. Stranglehold. I like. That's one. Okay, Good Times Coming, Feel the Sun. I like. Okay, Talk More Talk. I don't like. Okay, Footprints, I think, is brilliant. Okay, Only Love Remains is good. Okay, it's good. I like it. Okay, so that's 4. Okay, Press. Okay, that's 5. Love it. Pretty Little Head. Okay, I like it. Move Over Busker. Do not like. Okay, Angry. Do not like. However Absurd. I don't care for. So I guess that's I like 6 and I can't stand 4. Okay, so I guess that's then that's pretty good then. So I do like the album. Okay, I just don't think it's necessarily his best. Okay, so I do like it. And I wish I had Joe's video of him tearing it up, or else I'd play it. Tom, it'll be good to wait. Yes, they are numbered. Okay, so you have it then. Yeah. Tim says I have the Buckingham Nicks LP, the single version of "Crying in the Night." I have that too. Is way better than the LP version. Okay, so what is a different mix then? She will leave you crying in the night. That's a good song. I think it may say how many on the box, but have to when I get okay. I'm not home, so can't check, right? Let's see here. Flaming Pie will be stale by now. Yeah, I think the flame is out by now. Let's see, I've got one. I think they're numbered, but can't remember. Not home to look. Okay, well, that's cool. Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, they're all numbered. It's just I don't know if all of them say how much they make. Sometimes the website will say, okay, limited to 3,000 copies, right, worldwide. But then once the one country sells out of them, somehow a couple more copies show up out of the blue. But that's fine. Whatever. Dino, hi Tom. What is at the bottom of your press t-shirt looks different from mine. Okay, so that press t-shirt, that was a promotional piece that DJ's got. I think Ken Michaels has one, so let me grab it real quick here. So yes, I did find this on eBay. So this was a promotional piece for DJs. But here, let me get rid of the comment here so you guys can see. So it's just more of the diagram which you see in the album, right? So backing vocals, toms, all that. So yeah, it's just like the mixing board, where everything is on the channels, right? So I love this shirt. You may, I can't say. You may see this in another scene here soon, someday. But I won't tell you what. But when you see it, you're going to say, holy shit. But that's a great find. I love that shirt. I've been finding a new appreciation for Cloud9 lately. Everything on there is genius. I'm really surprised at that. I loved Cloud9 immediately. But that's fine. I mean, so you got new appreciation for it, and I'm happy about that. James says, talk more talk. I love. All of side one is good to great. Fair enough. Let's see here. Dino says, I was lucky enough to see Paul play Only Love Remains twice. I wish I had been at the Move Over Busker video shoot. That would have been cool. Yeah, not a big fan of Move Over Busker. Not a big fan. But that would have been pretty cool. Let's see here. They added an electric guitar to the Crying in the Night single. Okay. Gotcha. Is License to Kill the best Bond? Why is it a masterpiece? You are a huge fan of those two films, right? Let's see. I feel like it was limited to 3,000. Sounds right. Okay. Thank you. Hey, Chip, just numbered, I think. Pretty sure it doesn't say how many were made. Okay. How are you, sir? It says, I wish enjoyed your contribution to the George RC special. Okay. License to Kill for me is way lower on the bond list. Like George said, should check that. Yeah, Timothy Dalton. You know what? I kind of like him as Bond. I kind of do like Timothy Dalton as Bond. Yeah, Dalton is the Harrison. Joe says Cloud Nine is second best George album for sure. I'm gonna grab the that Live and Let Die 45 real quick here. Okay, that was easy. And then I'm going to show some albums that I just picked up recently. But I really like this one. This is, like I said, this is Live and Let Die from Israel. Really like this one a lot. So there you go. And you got the band numbers on the back. Okay. So there you go. Okay. All right. Gabby says, just haven't been able to fully look and comprehend how good it was. I did love Fish on the Sand for a while, maybe my absolute favorite George solo track. Yeah, I really like that song as well. I'd say New Electric Arguments and Mark III are the best of his post Tug of War albums. Wow. Okay. I can get into that. Owen says, my Trinity of Bond movies are Majesty's License and Casino Royale. Okay. My dad just looked on the website. Says, okay, there you go, 3,000. Yep. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you. James says it's only over the last decade or more where Jeff Lynne's production on Clown Line is criticized. Yes. Speaking of Jeff Lynne, I did pick up an ELO album recently. And that's the MoFi edition of this one right here, El Dorado. Okay. The hits on here. What's on here? I can't get it out of my head. Okay. Laredo Tornado I like on here. There's some pretty good deep cuts on this one, but that's one of the albums I picked up recently. Okay. Dalton is better than Lazenby. I'll give him that. I know Joe thinks Her Majesty's Secret, what request is it? Is overrated. Let's see here. Oh, it's a serious question. Is Moore your favorite Bond? No, I'd go Connery. I think his films are more consistent. Moore was the first I saw, but later I prefer Connery. Yep. Let's see here. Chip knew a superb record. Yes, absolutely. See, he's done nice pick sleeve. That illustration was also used in the trade. Yeah, it was. Very true. Very true. Joe loves new. And let's see here. Gabby says, I like the photo on the back of the sleeve. Love hand. Yeah, pretty cool. I it's really cool. Like, who made the decisions, like what images of the band were used for each country. And I like how a lot of times each country would use different photos of the band. I did pick up another. I'll show a couple albums here. This is one of my favorite albums right here. I love this one. This is the Silver Tongue Double and I by Chris Christopherson. It's funny, huge fan of the movie Taxi Driver. Okay, I've watched Taxi Driver countless times, and probably after the 50th time that I saw Taxi Driver, because this album plays a small part in the film, and I'm like, why don't I ever check out this album? I've seen the album, I've seen the movie a million times, and maybe I should check it out. And I did, and I'm glad I did, but kicking myself in the butt for not checking this album out sooner. But Silver Tongue Double and I, fantastic. There's a song on here called "Loving Her Was Easier Than Anything I'll Ever Do Again," which is brilliant. But great stuff. Got to see him do this song live before he passed. So Chris Christopherson, love it. Okay. Dino says, is there a new Wings documentary being shown over there in select theaters? Well, it's a Paul McCartney documentary. Okay. Wings just happens to be part of the story. All right. So we need to get that out of the way. And yes, they will be shown here in the States. Great album, El Dorado. Thank you, Chip. Yes. Just love that MoFi. Is super nice. Yeah, there was a big controversy a few years back about them, about using digital sources. Mike from the In-Groove, which was one of the record stores I frequent often when I lived in Arizona. I kind of like broke the story on that one. So Connery is my favorite Bond. I love Thunderball. Live and Let was the first Bond film I saw in cinema. Very cool. Okay, that was for Gabby. Ted says much experience with MoFi like them. I have had a few MoFi albums in the past. Derek and the Dominoes, Mind Games. I did have a MoFi in the past. I haven't had too many of them. I mean, I haven't had too many of them. They are expensive. See, Chip says, who's your favorite singer or band post 89? That is someone who wasn't making records before then. Oh, good question. Shit. After 89? Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll show you two albums. Now, this isn't my favorite band, but these are two albums that I love, post 89. And that's Vitology and Versus, okay, from Pearl Jam. These are two of my favorite albums from the 90s. Okay. And I'll tell you what, Chip, Matthew Sweet. I don't know if you're familiar with Matthew Sweet, but he had a nice little 3-album run with Girlfriend, Altered Beast, and was it 100% Fun? Was that what it's called? And the stuff that he released after that too is fairly good. But I would say, Matthew Sweet is probably one of my favorite artists after 1989, for sure. Oh, it says, since you like Taxi Driver, does Betsy fancy travels, or is it just in his head? Wow, good question. I think there's some. I think I don't think it's just in his head. I think it's an actual thing. I think there's some interest Betsy may have in Travis, for sure. Let's see. By Tom getting on the stuff. Okay, Gavin, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good time with this movie. Let me know if you like it, and I'll check it out. Okay. Another favorite of mine. I just picked this up. Columbia used to do half speed masters back in the 80s, 70s, 80s. I love this album. I don't have much more of this female artist's work, but I love this album, and it's Guilty. Okay. Probably love it so much because of Barry, the Bee Gees involvement with this album. But I just think this is a brilliant album. Barbara sounds fantastic, which she always does. But it's the songs. It's right. It's all about the songs. And the Bee Gees know how to write songs for women, and they do a fantastic job helping Barbara with this album. I'm glad I never went down the MoFi rabbit hole. Yeah, and they're expensive too. They're expensive. Yes, Nomad's Sweet, very cool. Let's see. I wouldn't. James says I wouldn't know. My most watched film might be The Maltese Falcon, but who knows? Yeah, the original Star Wars is probably my most watched film. I've seen, like I said, Taxi Driver a million times. I've seen A Clockwork Orange a million times. The Godfather 1 and 2, seen those a million times. So it's tough to say what your most watched film is. I mean, unless you've been keeping track. Owen says, "What did you think of Spinal Tap 2? I was surprised how well." Yeah. I was really nervous about McCartney's cameo in this. Is he going to try to be overly funny? Sometimes he can try too hard to be funny, but this was played beautifully, and was very happy with his cameo. Has anyone ever heard anything about Matthew Sweet's stroke recovery? No, it's just that it's coming along fine. I think he did do an update some time ago, maybe mid last year at some point. I think he did give an update that he's recovering and he's doing okay, which is sad because he's one act that I've never got to see live that I wish that I did get to see live. He did do a free concert in Detroit many years ago, like over 20 years ago. And a buddy of mine, we got there too late. We got there right as he was performing the last song, so I don't really count that as seeing him live. But yeah, he's somebody that I wish that I've had an opportunity to see live, but I haven't. I do like Alabama Shakes, Brittany Howard's band, who, as we know, Brittany Howard performed Get Back with Paul at Lollapalooza in Chicago a few years back. I saw them on Saturday Night Live and bought their album the next day, and I really like it. There's some country acts, a woman called Margot Price that I've really come to like, another country artist named Brent Cobb that I really like. The Avett Brothers, or Abbott, however you want to pronounce it, Avett. I really like the Avett Brothers. They're pretty good. Let's see here. The girl who played Buffy on Family Affair was supposed to be in Taxi Driver, but died. So Jodie Foster came on board. Yeah, cool. Very cool. Let's see here. Matthew Sweet was in a band called The Thorns, but they only made one album, which was really good. I will check that out. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, James. This is Barry Gibb and Timothy Dalton collaborating at a career comedy called Hawks. I recommend it. Is that right? Collaborated on a cancer comedy called Hawks. Okay, I will check that out if that is okay. His cameo in Pirates was ghastly. Yeah. I didn't even bother with that because I knew that was going to be over the top. Plus, the first Pirates is the only good one. Son says, on the Hoffman forum, a thread was started asking people what the number of their archive boxes gives you an idea of the numbers made. Search for McCartney archives, how many copies were made. Okay. Yeah, my friend Dino V, he did a Facebook page about the numbers of the singles box, and I know those all sold out. Tim says, I got to see Matthew around 96. Very cool. Let's see here. I'll definitely text you later about it. As a movie buff, I think you'd appreciate it from what I've seen. Excellent. Yeah, please. And I'll see if it's playing anywhere around here. Thank you, Gabby. Yes and no. I love Kid A. I think Kid A was probably the best album of 2000. And then I can do with or without them. I know a lot of people love Radiohead, and I think that's awesome. But that's not always my cup of tea. See, I'll be there as a big fan of hers for many years. I'll keep the review strictly from a movie perspective. Okay, cool. My grandfather, Barbara Streisand, very good. Well, very good. Your grandfather had good taste. But it's pretty much just that album that I like of hers. I mean, yes, I know other songs from the Broadway plays that she does, but this album I think is fantastic, and it stands above some of her other works. Again, just because I like what the Bee Gees. I mean, I love the Bee Gees wrote "Heartbreaker" for Dionne Warwick, which I love. "Islands in the Stream" for Dolly and Kenny Rogers, I think, is brilliant, which the Bee Gees wrote, right? Uh, that the song "Emotion" I think is a fantastic song. Um, and there's others too. There's others too that they wrote for other female acts. What they wrote a couple songs for Diana Ross, didn't they? Chip says Kid A is probably their best. Yeah, that or OK Computer, right? And I enjoy OK Computer. It's been a long time since I've listened to it. That Guilty album is an evergreen. Okay, wasn't that the name of one of her other songs, Evergreen or something like that? Let's see. A Superman album by Barbara is worth owning just for the black or the back cover, right? Yeah, right. I think I know what you mean. Yep. Yeah. This is Barry Gibb was the sexiest BG, but Robin had the nicest singing voice. Yeah, I mean, I think Robin's singing voice was an acquired taste, for sure. But I loved it. I love his singing voice. I know he had a pretty good, successful solo career over in the UK, didn't he? But not so much here. Anyways, well, we're an hour and 11 minutes in. Great, you guys have been moving this show along nicely. Thank you very much. We can keep it going for a little while longer if you guys want to. If you're not doing too much, right? Let's see, another press to play item here that I picked up. Okay, was this postcard. Okay, an MPL postcard. Always love that. So there you go. Let's see here. James says Robin's voice was a bit warbly. Joe says, "Gaw, I hated Robin's singing voice." Owen says Juliet is a classic and did well on the charts. That was that Robin Gibb? Yeah. So very cool. Very cool. Yeah. Hey, Uncle Paul. How you doing, buddy? Let's I'll email you soon and see when we can have a return visit from Uncle Paul and his playhouse. I hope you've been doing well, my friend. Yeah, I love the postcard too. That's why I bought it. Let's see here. George says, "Did you buy Barbara's album from last year?" No. And I'll be honest with you. I cannot stand. My Valentine. Even though I don't leave when Paul plays it live. But no, I didn't buy it, and I didn't buy Dolly Parton's rock album with her doing "Let It Be" with Paul and Ringo. So but I do have most of the stuff that Paul appeared on other people's albums. I mean, I'll show a few and we'll see what you guys think. Okay, there's the Brian Wilson "Getting In Over My Head," right, where Paul sings "A Friend Like You," does a duet with Brian Wilson. Not a bad little track. Okay. My absolute favorite song that Paul does on somebody else's album is called "Best Love." Okay, and that's on an album called Steve Martin and the Steep Canyon Rangers called "Rare Bird Alert." Okay, I absolutely adore this song that Paul does. Once again, called "Best Love." Check it out if you haven't heard it. You can go to YouTube and listen to it. Okay. Another one that I love. Um, it's called My Soul. Okay, with Nittany Swanee. Is that how you pronounce his name? Love this song. Check this one out. You can go on YouTube and check this out. But My Soul, another fantastic song that Paul sings. Okay. Okay, thank you, Tom. So appreciate it. Yep, no problem. Not a fan of Paul's duets overall. I mean, he has a few good ones out there. There are a couple. Um, let's see. I got one right here that I like a lot. Let me find it. Where we go. Heal the Pain. Okay, from George Michael's 20. Is that what it is? Or 25? Yeah, 25. I like the duet he does here with George Michael. Heal the Pain. I thought that was pretty good, right? New Moon Over Kentucky, right? From Johnny Cash album, Water from the Wells of Home. I'm sorry, New Moon Over Jamaica. I keep calling it New Moon Over Kentucky because of the song Paul used to do live with Wings. But I do think New Moon Over Jamaica is a pretty good duet. Okay, not the best, but it's fine. Okay. Again, one of the best things that and James just brought it up. I'm partial to your abracadabra. Brand new boots and panties. Okay, the Ian Dury tribute album. I think that's a fantastic track. Okay, fantastic track. Okay, if you want the track he did with Carl Perkins, okay. Was it My Old Friend? Okay, with Paul. It's on this one. Go Cat Go. Okay. Let's see here. I have a greeting card with the envelope from Kisses on the bottom. Very good. Let me know when you don't want that anymore. I'll buy it from you. Just joined. Do we have Macca LP news? No, not yet. Fab 4 Radio. We'll let you know as soon as we know. I guess say is my best Paul duet. That's fair. I say is good. Best Paul song on someone else's album for okay, Tim. Sarcasm. James says, I love Paul's Ian Dury cover. Yeah, partial to your abracadabra. Absolutely. I'd have Peter Asher sign my copy of Barbara album last year. I love Peter and Gordon, so I enjoy having a Barbara album signed by its producer. Very cool. Very cool. Chip says here the song Paul was on with Gary Newman. I know Time Is Calling from a few years back. I'll have to check that out. One of the albums that he's on that I really like the song. Okay, but not a lot of people know of this. She's an actress as well as a singer, and it's a Charlotte Gainsbourg, and the album's called Rest. Okay, and he does performs, I should say, a song on here called Songbird in a Cage. Okay, he performs on it. I think he plays guitar, bass, drums, or something like that. He performs a couple instruments, but he wrote this song for Charlotte. You may know Charlotte from, if you're a fan of Lars von Trier. She's been in a couple of his movies. But this is good. It's all in French, except for the Songbird in a Cage song. But I really enjoy this album. It's very good. Shout out to Gabby. Joe. Yep. Everybody say hi. Say hi. I do like say. It's got some zest to it. Yes. Joe says, hey, Chip, are you eager for a good old summer? Yep. Chip says, I remember driving to Chicago, summer 83, say on the radio every 10 minutes. Yeah, Serge. Yeah, I mean, Chip. Charlotte is Serge's daughter. Yeah. It's Yeah, it was everywhere, whether it was on MTV or the radio. It was on every 10 minutes. You couldn't get away from that song. You couldn't get away from it. Yeah. So let's see here. If you're not familiar with a singer named Lindsay Pagano, she does a great version of "So Bad" on here, and Paul joins her on this one. Okay, there's that. How can we forget "Cut Me Some Slack"? Right, from Sound City, Reel to Reel. All right, this was on that documentary by Mr. Foo Fighter himself, David Grohl. Okay. Okay. Joe says Mr. Begano was a teacher in 5th grade. Okay, I'm sure there was no relation, but you never know. You never know. You never know. So, yeah, there's that. So a lot of great stuff that he's done with other artists. Obviously, you got he's on the Fats Domino, right? He does "I Want to Walk You Home," right? Yeah, I want to walk you home, which is I love this cover. This cover is fantastic. Okay, and then you got the Last Testament of Elvis. Okay, which he does. It's Now or Never, which is the best song from the Russian album sessions. That's where this song came from during those sessions. Yeah, Wings of a Nightingale, another one that he wrote for the Everlys, right? Yeah. Paul had known her mother, I believe, at the time, so they do know each other. Wings of a Nightingale, yes. Doc, how you doing? You were watching The Emperor's New Groove. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. You are kind of a cartoon, aren't you? You're a cartoon character. Yeah, I got that T-shirt by the Crickets. You know, absolutely. So many stuff. You've got Mine for Me from Rod Stewart, right? Another one. Yeah, the Wonderwall. Yep. Mother Jane Birkin was also in the movie Wonderwall. Yes. George says, "Did you see Honey Don't?" Paul owns the title. Performed over the credits of Wanda Jackson. You talking about a movie, Honey Don't? Yeah, I did see that movie with Margaret Qualley. If that's what you're talking about, George. Yeah. Yep. Wonderwall. Yeah. So I've always liked that thing from Paul, where he's been very generous with his talents for other artists. Tim says, I believe Wonderwall is still on Tubi and worth checking out. Yeah, I did buy the Blu-ray when it came out some years ago, and I believe that the music on the soundtrack does not appear in the movie. Yeah, I mean, it was not a little bad movie. It wasn't a bad movie. I didn't think it was the best movie of the year, but I thought it was better than the movie he did 2 years ago, the one Coen brother. All right, I got a trivia question for you guys. Give me 3 songs from Paul McCartney that he sings in the Beatles where he says at least 3 days of the week. Okay. So there's 3 songs that Paul McCartney sings during his time in the Beatles where he mentions 3 days of the week. All right. You guys think about that for a minute. Chip says, I always liked the Wonderwall album, actually. It's fun. Chips is talking about drive. Yeah. It was okay. But it wasn't. I think this. What's it called again? I forget. Honey Don't. I thought Honey Don't was better than Drive By Dows. Yeah, which was not the actual title. If you know the actual title, I thought that was kind of funny. So that script, I guess, was ready, has been finished since the '90s, actually, and they just got around to making it. Yeah. So, hey, Joe got it right. Joe got it right. She's leaving home, Lady Madonna, and she came in through the bathroom window. Chip got 2 of them in. Joe got 2 of them. Chip got 2 of them, but Joe got all 3 of them in the same comment. So congratulations, Joe. You are the winner. I guess I could give you a prize. Doc says Monday morning at 9:00. You'll take one of those Macca wing books. Which one? I've only got 1 copy of that one. Laura says, I knew English Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Thursday. I know English. Yeah. Monday, Tuesday, that's Godfather, right? You talking about? Yeah. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Thursday, Saturday. Yeah. Abadonia. Oh, yeah. No, George, sorry. Oh my God, my phone won't stop. All right, we're gonna let's see here. How much longer? Tom, do you know why the Planet of the Apes TV series got canceled? I do, Joe. You know why? They ran out of bullets, right? Is that what happened? They ran out of bullets. Oh, that was too funny. Too many bullets in that show. Is he back? Is he? How do I say this nicely? I won't say, but no, I am not going. Let's see here. This is what happened when McCartney drank a Red Bull. He got his wings. Oh, is that who that is? Okay, well, welcome back. Chip says, "What's the last album or CD?" Hold on. What's the last album or CD you played? For me, the new Deluxe Round. Yeah, I've been playing that a lot actually. The last album I just played was Guilty CD. I've got the CD as well. Um, so that I played this in the car. Okay. However, I've been listening to in the car just recently the 2022 reissue of the Dixie Midnight Runners album, Two Ray or whatever the hell it's called. um, but I like that album a lot. It sounds fantastic. That reissue. Um, and, and you know what else I've been listening to too is because I got stuff out of storage, and that was the 22 reissue of the first Flock of Seagulls album as well, which is a fantastic album. Let's see here. I made it to the movie theater, no IMAX for some reason, but I think I got the most spacious regular theater in the place. Okay. Okay, that's fine, Gabby. Enjoy the movie. Enjoy the movie. Well, that's too bad, Chip. I don't think I don't think many people are gonna go see it anyways. Let's see here. Yeah, so I really enjoyed that deluxe CD. So I did get the 2 disc set with the B sides and the 12-inch remixes as well. There's a track. There's the B side on there on disc 2. There's 2 versions of Girl on there, which is fantastic. Love that track, especially the longer version of that song. Around the World and Dade's never been my favorite Prince album, but there are some good tracks on there. But the B side, the song "Girl," I just love it, love it to death. Let's see here. Superstar says, "Did I get the new Peter Criss album? I did not. I did not. I've heard some good things about it, so I may eventually check it out. I do actually like his '78 solo album. You know, when all 4 of them did solo albums, I don't think his solo album is that bad. Uh, to be honest, and I may check it out. Let's see how I didn't even get the 70. Well, I mean, as I was saying, I think his '70s album is pretty good. I mean, it's unfortunate, it's the weakest of the 4. It's the weakest of the 4. But watch out! There's something moving behind you. What could it be? Oh no! Ah! Oh, okay. Okay. Where was I? Yes, great extras on the set. Wasn't my favorite either, though I liked it, but this has given a new appreciation. Yeah, sure has, and it sounds fantastic. All right, some of those. I'm not going to highlight some of these comments here. But they're funny. They are funny. But yeah, I might check out. I might have to check out that Peter Criss album. Actually, maybe I'll go on YouTube and listen to it, see if I like a few of the tracks. All right, take care there, Chip. Stay well, be safe out there. So, yeah, okay. Who else is out there? Who else has something to say? I don't know. Maybe I'll stick on for another 26 minutes here. We'll see how this moves along. I did pick up for Doc and Joe and Tim. I found a new like a used Blu-ray DVD video game store I went in there and I picked this up for 20 bucks. It's the complete Batman TV series, all 3 seasons for only 20 bucks. So I couldn't pass this up. So I look forward to watching a little bit of this from time to time. I always have enjoyed this Batman TV show, but I never was able to like watch a lot of it in a row. I'd had to take it take maybe like 2 or 3 episodes at a time. But I enjoy the show for what it was. Okay. But yeah, this is fun. Yeah, I definitely can't wait to check out the special features on here. But yeah, it was 20 bucks. 20 bucks. What did you like? The Dark Knight, or did I like did you like the Dark Knight? Yeah, I love the Dark Knight. Dark Knight was fantastic. Not 26, 20 bucks. So I definitely need to watch them and make sure all the discs are good, because I bought it used. Tim says his favorite TV show. James says I have to head out, but nice to see you, Tom. See you. Yeah, good to see you too, James. Thanks for joining. Always love your comments and questions. Great job as always, buddy. Let's see here. The 66 Batman movie is playing in a theater around here. Cool. You gonna go? I got the text don't stop around here. Okay. Best Catwoman. I don't know if I have one in particular. I think they've all got their special qualities about them, and I don't mind that there's 3 different Catwomen out there, but I it doesn't matter to me, to be honest with you. 20 bucks is even better. Better check out this. Absolutely. Tom, do you think Joe would like the movie Uncut Gems? You know what? Maybe. Sometimes Joe surprises us with a movie that he's never seen before. He watches it and then he says he likes it, especially newer movies, right? But I don't think. Maybe not. Maybe he wouldn't like it. Yeah, shark. Sometimes you just can't get rid of a bomb, right? Was that part of the movie as well? I gotta tell you, man, thank God for that shark repellent. Yeah, some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Julie, come on. Yeah, Joe. You know what? Let me watch the whole series. It's been so long since I've watched episodes of Batman, because they change. I mean, those earlier ones from season 1. I mean, they do kind of play serious. They're not campy. As what ended up becoming, if I remember correctly. But I'm gonna start watching. Maybe I'll start watching some of these tonight. Actually, we'll see. All right. Doc says he still likes Eartha. 1966 gave us 3 classics: Batman, The Shits, and Star Trek. Yeah. Okay. I have, and I do have all 3 seasons of Star Trek as well on Blu-ray. I like how you can watch it, the regular way, or you can watch it with the enhanced special features. Let's see. Yep, Julie Nomar. Yep. Bits where I'm awaiting delivery of that the BD of wings at the speed of sound for the interviews. Okay. I loved Uncut Gems, Sandler's best. I still think Punch Drunk Love is Sandler's best. Okay, I can only take Sandler so much. People like Sandler and Chris Farley, I've always thought they were best in 5 to 8 minute skits on Saturday Night Live. I just have a hard time dealing with them for 90 minutes at a time. And yes, I know, Joe. But Joe, I only have so much time. I got to pick and choose what I watch. I only got so much time. You know. Let's see. Say hello, big fan of the channel. Greetings from Mexico. Did you finally buy the Power to the People box set? And if you and then in the future, would you do a tour room? See, yes, yeah, I'll do a tour of the room as soon as I get it set up. It's going to be a little while. I'm hoping by spring I'll have it all set up and have and show. But no, I did not buy the Power to the People box. I am not going to buy the Power to the People box. I'm going to stand firm on that, just mainly because of the fact that they left off the most important song on the album, and I understand why. I do, but it's still very disappointing. Still very disappointing. Yes, Joe, I know how you feel, my friend. I know how you feel, but I think that's the other way around. Doc says watches Batman for breakfast, and was it supposed to be Laurel and Hardy? Weekend mornings. I know, only 39 episodes. I get it. I know. George says Punch Drunk Love is his now his second fave. Yeah, that's because you liked Uncut Gems that much. Okay. Do I like Airheads? I haven't seen Airheads since the 90s. So I need to go back and revisit it, but I probably won't. This is 10, or how was that supposed to be? Did you watch the HBO Paul Rubens doc? No, but I do want to see it. I do. Let's see here, and I knew how you felt about. I know you know. I know. I know. You gotta bust each other's balls about these things, huh? What was the saying that Martin Mull used to do on Fernwood Tonight? If you can't kid your friends, who can you kid? Right? All right. 17 more minutes. And then we'll call it. Like I said, this is our 10th anniversary this year, 2 legs. Probably do some special things, in August, from when the show premiered. I'm kind of toying around with the idea of trying to do a 24-hour stream. It probably won't happen, but it's something that I would like to attempt. Hopefully, Andy will want to join for a while. We'll probably bring other people up, throughout the hours of the day. We'll just talk about all things McCartney, and have fun with it. Let's see here. There's something very deep there in your psyche against movies. Maybe. What is your opinion of Scorsese's Cape Fear? I love De Niro in it, but find the movie patchy. Yeah, I mean, I do think it's better than the original. It's one of those rare occasions where the remake, I think, is better than the original, but I do think the original is very good as well. I think I like Mitchum. I like Gregory Peck in the original. I mean, maybe some of it can be patchy, sure. but I think it's up there. I think De Niro did deserve the an Oscar nomination for that role. I would have, Robert Redford was originally supposed to be cast for the Nick Nolte role. I would have liked to have seen De Niro and Robert Redford work together, but Nick Nolte I thought was fine. Jessica Lange was fine. That Paul Rubens doc is excellent. A must watch if you are a Pee Wee fan. Yeah, I do like Pee Wee. I do like that HBO special that came out in the early '80s. The one that had Phil Hartman in there. Yeah. You up for that stream? Yeah, absolutely. We'll see. Maybe we can get Mayo up there. Maybe we can get Beatley Tone and Tim if Tim wants to do that. But we'll have time. We'll have our Discord family come on up. Like Ted here, Song Sung Blue was really good. I'm very happy for Kate Hudson getting a nomination for Best Actress for the movie. I'm very happy because I did think she did a very, very good job in that movie. Very happy for Kate Hudson, and I was very surprised. We Joe and I did a review, and we talked about that on a live stream over on his Mr. Cinemania channel, and we talked about how much we enjoyed Kate Hudson, in that film, and like I said, very happy that she got nominated. And I'm getting to your comment there, Tim. Let's see, Nick Nolte miscast, too tough. Yeah. You may be right on that, Joe. Sorry, Tom, but Head is way better than Broad Street. Listen, I've gone on the record and I've said that I think Head is by far the best thing the Monkees ever did. Maybe 10 straight days of live two legs. Maybe. Agrees with Tim Allen. Yeah, Head is better than Broad Street. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Let's see here. Did you like the movie Toy Soldiers? Was that the one with De Niro and Jamie Foxx, right? It just went straight to streaming. So I didn't get to see it. I was hoping that it would come out on physical media, but it hasn't yet. And that's just like the one, maybe one of the two De Niro films I haven't seen yet. I didn't get to see the series that he did on Netflix either, unfortunately. And there's no way Alina Douglas wanted to bone him. Yeah. Our song sung blue video is actually on the main Mr. Me. Okay. And it laid an egg. Oh well. Let's see here. My dad just texted me that you said you want to do a 24-hour show. Wow, only coming attraction right now. Only coming attractions. Yeah. I want to try. Yeah. Like I said, hopefully, Andy will join, for a while. I don't even know if I've brought this idea up to him yet, but it'll definitely be a marathon for sure. But we'll see. Hopefully, David, the original co-host, will join, and we'll have people from other podcasts and whatnot. 1 second and whatnot, join. We'll see how it goes. We'll have a few drinks, have some laughs, and have some fun. What is this? Richard Dolan has still not watched Broad Street. Well, then he's not a fan, is he? I'm up for it, Joe. Whenever you want to, buddy. We'll make plans and we'll do it. There he is. There's my cuz. You signed up to join me for a 24-hour stream to coincide with our 10th anniversary of Two Legs there, David. So thank you. Thank you for that. Let's see here. You will have to keep a rigid schedule, like Mazzy did for his first. Yeah, maybe we'll see if Mazzy can join us as well for a little bit. Yeah, I would love to have you up there, Gabby. I would love to have you up there. Okay. So I will let you all know. I will let you all know. Let's get some of that rid of that sun glare. Sun. I mean, it's cold as hell out there, but the sun is shining. You know, dear Lord. I got something that I'm gonna get. So I've been getting all the show posters framed. I got getting them framed. I'm gonna get them all. I got two more. I got two more to get framed. But I got something here that I got from a fellow Facebooker. I'm gonna grab that here real quick. All right. So there's a guy. I think his name is Rick Young, who you may have seen on Facebook before promote that his work. And I did buy a Paul piece from him. Okay. Let me get rid of that. Damn, that glare is just coming in strong, isn't it? But I bought this piece from him that I'm going to get framed here soon. 67 Paul. But yeah, you know, he does really good work. So you may have seen him promote his stuff on Facebook before, but really does great work. So I'm going to get that framed up here soon. And Gary says, that's great, Tom. If I frame any of mine, I may frame the Montreal one. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. All right, 9 more minutes, guys, and then we're gonna call it a day here. I didn't think I was gonna do 2 hours here, but I did. But thank you all again for all your comments and questions. I really appreciate it. You guys are fantastic. Love you all. Rick Young, I believe. Rick Young. And I haven't seen him promote his stuff recently. It may have been a while, but he may be still doing stuff. Richard says, I want a 24-hour stream with all Macca talk. Fact. Okay. All right. Well, that's one vote. The tough part is going to see who wants to come up in the wee midnight hours, Yeah, says movie is actually starting now, but yeah, when we text later about the movie, we can talk about the stream if you like. Yeah. Well, I am going to be doing another podcast. I'm going to be guest spotting on Ed Chen's show, When They Was Fab. So we're going to be doing some McCartney talk here later on tonight. So, but enjoy the movie. Enjoy the movie. We'll talk soon. Yeah. Phone off in that theater, girl. I should have said that, unless you're the only one in there. Which I always love when I'm the only person in the movie theater. Yeah, that's true. I usually see you on the Misfits live stream all the time there in the middle of the night. There's a few times where I've start going to bed and I'll find something to listen to fall asleep to, and I usually see you up there, right, with the groovy one. Yeah, those AMC ads. Oh, but I love AMC. I mean, I do pay $20 a month and I see up to 3 movies a week. It's a bargain. It's a bargain. The best I ever had. Call it a bargain. Absolutely. You can't beat that. Let's see here. When you're the only one in the movie theater, do you still have to pre-choose your? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Tom, did you see? I had no interest whatsoever in seeing Primate. No, I didn't have any interest. Still don't have any interest. This place is packed, by the way. It's the first screening of the movie in New York City. Okay. Good. Very cool. Okay. Enjoy. Have fun. Um, Movies at AMC Movies start 25. Yes, I know. They finally started adding that to the app. Because I use the app. I'll go on there and then I'll pick my seat and then I'll pick the movie and pick the seat. And then it says right there, movies start 25 to 30 minutes. Yeah, after start time, which is stupid. I love the days when they showed the trailers before the actual start time of the movie. Right? You get like 15 minutes of trailers, 15, 20 minutes. And then the movie started on time. What's wrong with that? I'm taking a hot date to see Primate on Saturday, and we'll see if we pay attention to it. Listen, don't be one of those ones with the phone on for the whole movie. If you don't like it, get out. Then when the movie finally starts, people trickling at the beginning around because they wanted to miss. Yeah, that's true too. The last movie I went to go see, the movie was a half hour in. A half hour in, people were trickling in. They had their phones on because they couldn't see, and then they found out that they were in the wrong theater, so back with their phones on so they can see to get out. Kind of just, ruin the whole experience. But whatever. Man, that sun is coming in. So, but all right, I'm gonna start saying, who's this? You go. How are you? I also have a subscription to my local cinema here in Barcelona, and it's great. Well, hello from Barcelona. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Yesterday I went to go see that Edward Scissorhands release, and I was alone. It felt like watching it in my own theater. That's awesome. Yeah. So they re-released Edward Scissorhands. That is cool. Yeah, Sun says melt that snow. Absolutely. Let's get rid of it finally. Hopefully y'all have taken down your Christmas decorations outside. Because if you haven't, if Joe's driving by, he may take it down. Anyways. All right, well, I'll start saying goodbye, everybody. Thank you. Wait a minute here. George says here, do a reality show elimination stream, which start with 24 contestants, drop one per hour, and have you and Andy as the final. Hey, yeah, I mean, but then we both have to commit to doing 24 hours. And I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, like I said, I want to try. I'm going to try. It'll be fun, I think. Maybe just take a nap here for like 15 minutes, from time to time. Maybe Andy and I could, we can show off our shirt collections. We'll wear a different shirt every hour, or a different shirt every half hour, or something like that. So, but all right, guys, this is it. No, we're done. Thank you. If you haven't hit that like button, please subscribe if you haven't. It's so good to hear from so many of you from around the world. It's always great. I love it. And I'm going to do my best to be here next week, whether it's Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not 100% sure yet. But so glad to see you. Okay, carry on, carry on. And everybody out there, have a fantastic rest of the day. Be safe out there, stay warm, and hopefully no more snow. But, it's still early. It's still early. We could probably get more, so much more. Uh, yeah, see you soon. You got it. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.